Let me ask you something. Are you making the most out of your social media to build an email list full of quality leads? If not, then you are likely missing out on one of the most powerful tools to build your business. Hi, I'm Ashley. I have built myself a career in customer success. I've also run my own service-based business for years. In addition, I've also spent a ton of time and money into mastering marketing strategies so that you don't have to. In today's video, we're going to be talking about one of the most powerful tools for your business, which is your email list. So if you've been posting on social media a lot and you just feel like you're shouting into the void at this point because you're not getting the reach that you're looking for, it's time to turn to the one thing that you can actually control, which is your email list. Your email list isn't just a collection of names. These are people that genuinely want to hear from you. It's your community. So let's dive into some strategies on how you can start building your email list. There are two main approaches that you want to think about when you're building out your email list. One being indirect engagement and the next being a direct engagement. Both are going to be very important for you when you're starting to focus on building your email list. Indirect strategies are all about relationship building and building up that trust with your audience. So this is going to be focusing on community building, engaging with your audience through likes, comments, and even one-on-one conversations. And then lastly, listening to your audience and their pain points. Then you have your direct strategies where you're going to be driving traffic intentionally to an opt-in opportunity. So usually this is going to be a freebie of some form or something that is of value to your audience so they're willing to give up their name and email for it. Some examples of these can include a checklist, a webinar, a guide of some form, a template, or even a free training series. I just want to emphasize that both indirect and direct strategies are going to be crucial for you if you want to build up your list full of quality people that are genuinely interested in what you have to say. Like I said before, your email list is your community. They are not just a bunch of names and emails, and these are people that genuinely want to hear from you. So we do need to treat them like gold because we want to stay top of mind to our audience. Some of your ideal customers may be online a lot versus not as much. Having an email for that individual is going to allow you to be able to directly message them and give them the opportunity to open that email at their own discretion at their own time. You definitely need to be showing up on social media consistently, but you also need to have an email marketing plan to back that. So by having an email list, this allows you to better know your community, understand their wants and needs, and understand what kind of feedback they'd be giving you as well so that you can learn how to best deliver that information that you have for them. When we talk about list building, we also need to back things up a little bit and think about email marketing, because once we have their names and their emails, we also now need to market to them via email. Back in the day, getting email was exciting. That was a little bit before my time. However, obviously, anytime we get new technology, we're always excited about it. But email nowadays is obviously such a different story. We're overwhelmed and we're stressed out to even get to our inbox. Although we're getting emails that stress us out, we are also getting a few emails from people that we highly trust. These are emails that we feel are worth opening because they're usually filled with a lot of knowledge or just information that isn't going to disappoint us. Those types of emails tend to fall in one of three buckets: empower you, educate you, or entertain you. And those are the three things that I also want you to think about when you're building out your content. So if something's going to do one of those three things, aka from your emails or from other form of content that you make, people are going to be coming back for more. Our next topic is creating content that genuinely connects with our audience. So I want you to take a really close look at your content. So how you're delivering it, the tone of your content, all of that. So it's going to be really important for you to position yourself as an authority in your space or your niche. You want to be that go-to source for your audience, but you also want to make them feel like they're excited to meet you in the outside world, therefore also being really excited to see your emails come into their inbox. If you want to grow an email list full of raving fans that are genuinely interested in opening your emails, here are some questions you want to ask yourself when you're creating content. What are my audience's pain points? What are they struggling with? What keeps them up at night? How can I best deliver the solutions that they need? How can I be recognized as an authority in this space to my audience? And what kind of resources do I need to create this content? The most successful and valuable giveaways are made up of premium content. So once you figure out what your audience wants and needs, we're going to be turning that into a form of content. Now, content and premium content are different things. Premium content is not just throwing together an ebook in 5 minutes and it's made up of a bunch of old blog posts that you made a couple years ago. And it's also not a training video that you filmed on your crappy iPhone 10 with bad lighting and just did it off the cuff. Never do anything off the cuff when it comes to your premium content because it's not putting your best foot forward, and you should never label something that you just threw together as your premium giveaway. The reason for this is it's going to be your first impression with your audience. So think of it almost like you're going on a date. You've landed a date with the hottest guy or the hottest girl, and there's a lot of competition out there. You have to make a really good first impression because it's the only one you're going to get, so you just have to make it count. The goal here is for you to be putting your best stuff forward, because when they opt in that way, they're going to be thinking, oh my God, I can't believe she gave that away for free. I didn't pay anything for that. I wonder what else she has out there. Previously, we were talking about what premium content is not, but here are some examples of some really valuable giveaways you can think about. One being a training session, two being a 3-part video series of some form. You can also do an ebook, just make sure it's not something you threw together in 5 minutes and had a lot of time to think about, a cheat sheet, a guide, or a template of some form as well. People usually don't have a ton of time to go through a 600-page ebook or watch a training series until they're blue in the face. So we want to make sure that we're delivering something that they can consume really quickly, but also still get a lot of value from. When you create premium content, the more people start to hear about it and start talking about it, and then that's when your list truly starts to grow with quality leads. So when we're thinking about our freebie and our giveaway, we want to make sure that we're carving out a good chunk of time to actually develop this thing. This should be something that you're doing within an hour. I'm talking take a week or two to actually think about this, research it, and develop it for your brand. Now that leads me into my next topic about promoting your quality content. So we can refer back to some of the indirect and direct strategies I was mentioning before. Indirect strategies are all about connecting with your audience and really building a relationship. And by doing so, you're going to be building trust. So what you want to do is be consistently showing up as an authority in your niche and making an effort with your audience by commenting, liking, starting conversations with people. And you just want to make sure that you're also allowing people to go behind the scenes with you as well and reminding them that you're not just a brand. You want to encourage your fans to go check you out on other platforms, but you also want to make sure you're not only creating opt-in opportunity content. So you want to have a healthy mix of free content with no barrier, and you also want to have the option for paid content for those that do want to go deeper with you. And for those that are not ready to go deeper with you yet, by offering a ton of free quality content to those individuals is going to allow them to open up a lot more and allow them to feel a lot more comfortable in giving their name and email once they are ready to do that. Second is direct. This is where we create posts or stories of some form, and we're directing traffic directly to a free opt-in opportunity. So let's say this is a webinar. People are signing up for a webinar, and you also have a paid training session or something of that nature, and you want to promote it within your webinar. We see this time and time again where people will be promoting this at the end of their webinar and just tapping people on the shoulder just to let them know, this is here if you want to go deeper with me. This is an example of a direct promotion of an opt-in opportunity. Let me give you an example of how you can use direct strategies with 2 different platforms, starting with Instagram. Instagram, we can use posts or stories and turn those into ads, which will of course allow us to reach a wider audience and end up on news feeds that we wouldn't otherwise. If you have a little extra coin that you want to throw to ads, I would highly recommend it because it can be an amazing list building opportunity for you. The next is YouTube. When it comes to video marketing, we want to strategically plan out our video to be driving traffic to our opt-in opportunity. Now, if somebody is watching your entire YouTube video till the very end, it's likely that they're very interested in what you have to say already, but the whole goal here is just to make sure that we're not losing them at the end of the video. So I have 3 list building video techniques for you. One is having a call to action at the end of every single video. So a lot of people miss the mark on this one, and I know it seems obvious, but you always want to let your audience know where they can get more great information from you. The next one is going to have your opt-in opportunity at the very top of your description of your YouTube video. You do not want them to see anything else or get distracted with any of the other noise that you might have in your YouTube description. The last one's a bit more advanced, but it's having a banner on your YouTube. So this is great because it just pops up, it's clickable, and you can choose the destination to be your opt-in opportunity. You can also control the copy and the thumbnail style as well. And there you have it, everything you need to know to start building your list using social media. And just remember, your list is not just a bunch of numbers, they are your community of people that genuinely want to hear from you. If you're ready to take action, grab my free audience attraction blueprint in the description below. It's packed with strategies to help you build your audience and your business. And don't forget to hit subscribe if you don't want to miss out on more business tips like these. I'll see you in the next video.